Welcome to tonight's reading. Tonight I want to know, there are a lot of changes that are happening right now. A lot of heaviness being felt in the energies right now. I want to interpret how that energy is coming through and what does it mean. And so So we have here 2 agate slices from Brazil. And this will be our first one. It's like a dark agate slice. That'll be reading number 1. And then we have like a creamy caramel color agate slice. It's kind of see-through, not really see-through, but it's more of a light complected agate slice. This will be reading number 2. So these changes that we're feeling, I want to find out what changes are coming through right now and what do they mean. We'll be using a few different decks here. I'm going to start with my Oracle deck. Chakras Oracle deck, and then we'll go to the Hafiz Oracle deck, and then we'll go to the Tarot. So for our first agate slice from Brazil, what are the changes that we're feeling right now in the energies? Please and thank you, Spirit. So we have Krishna, Radha, love. Open your heart to the divine. Love that is present. As you can see, we have definitely, I feel like this is a divine match here. So there could be a divine coming together, preparing for some type of divine match to be brought together. And whatever is happening in the energy, I feel like it's preparing you. Someone, whoever is resonating with this, could be being prepared for this bringing together. Krishna is actually known to be a powerful deity, right? Considered to be in his own right. And he's known to be like a flute player. He has a great deal of compassion as well, a gentle nature, and is known to be a very generous spirit and of the divine. Definitely carries the energy of a divine lover. And then Radha, the other half of that, she is a goddess, right, of Krishna, and she actually reflects the divine feminine energy. right? So it's almost like the counterparts, divine masculine and divine feminine coming together. They're looking at each other. And I feel like this is a symbol, though, to awaken the physical attraction. And there's like a magnetizing of divine counterparts together. There'll be a match with the vibration and the energy as well. I feel like this is a very new love. I don't feel like this is someone from the past. This is a very new love in this lifetime. However, there may have been other connections from other lifetimes. This could actually be a love that's centuries old. And it talks about being in this honeymoon phase. You know, that feeling of being fresh to love and seeing nothing but love in your counterpart. It's that time in the beginning of the relationship where you can't do anything wrong, right? That honeymoon phase. Yeah, so someone has been craving this type of connection. And I feel no matter how old you are, this is the blessing that's being brought to you. This is like the change that's coming in for you. And so this is a time to really attune to your heart chakra. Open your heart to the divine love that is present. I feel like there is a divine counterpart coming towards you. And this is a connection that has been arranged by the divine. The divine sees the need for someone that needs to be brought together with someone that is on their same energy level, their same frequency, someone that's able to understand you on a very deep level, and vice versa, right? The divine is attending to the needs of both sides. And so whether you're in a relationship that needs some type of romantic revitalization, or if you're seeking a new lover or partner, this oracle card comes to signify what is needed and what is coming towards you, what is transforming in the energy right now. This could already be something that's in your mind, in your spirit, something that you already expect. So if you've been missing that powerful force of romantic love in your life, now's the time to be open, to invite it back in. Or if it needs to be rekindled with your current relationship, it's being open to allow that energy to be rekindled. And for you to be receptive of it as it is rekindled. Yeah. Let's see. So I want to get more energy on this. This might be kind of spicy. So give me more energy on this divine relationship that's being brought together, or this rekindling of energy between these two people that are already connected. How is this taking place between these two? Oh, okay. Someone is seen as very attractive, very attractive. There could be a lot of mixed feelings here, and it could have something to do with others that might be involved, but I do see that someone is seen as very attractive and as everything that's desired from the other part. Yeah. There could have been a waiting, right, on something to end, on something to actually, someone to mature, right? Yeah. And there could have been lots of confusion around this as well, or lots of misunderstandings. For some of you, this could be someone that you work with, that you have your eye on. But they definitely have their eye on you, and yeah, they may have been waiting on you to end something that you were currently in. And they were just waiting and just kind of manifesting from the outside. And I feel like Spirit approves of this, whatever this is. For those of you that are waiting for this person to come in, I want to see what they want to say to you. If you're not in contact with this person currently, what do they want to say to my divine feminine or divine masculine? What do they want to say to the divine feminine or divine masculine? I want you, period. Okay, that's blunt. They definitely want you. We can tell with the Magician here and the Page of Wands. Lots of sexual attraction here. Queen of Wands. As I said, this is like honeymoon energy. Lots of physical passion. What else do they want to say? And this is for those that are not in connection yet. What do they want to say to you? I feel you, even though we are apart. So this is someone that actually is connected, maybe not in the physical, but they're definitely connected to you in the astral realm, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And they may even feel you physically as well. So many things remind me of you. I want to find out why this connection has not come together yet. Why hasn't this connection come together yet, Spirit? The Eight of Wands. Why hasn't this connection come together yet? The Ten of Cups. The Sun. the King of Wands. I feel like someone may have walked away. Like I said, there was some confusion here in the mix. Someone may have walked away, not understanding who their divine masculine or divine feminine was. There was some confusion here, possibly some manipulation too with this magician. Definitely some immaturity somewhere along the way here. But they realize that you are definitely, or you have always been what they wanted. Their happiness, their joy. And they are definitely in the mood to pursue you. Let's get any last messages. What does my viewer, my divine masculine or my divine feminine need to know here? This is what's changing right now. Some things have to come into fruition through lots of difficulty and hardship, right? Let's get one more. I feel like Spirit wants you to listen. Listen right now. So in the beginning, if there was someone in your ear that was giving you lots of advice or trying to tell you how to do what it is that you are needing to do, it's important to understand when it comes to relationships, sometimes it's best to go inwardly for advice, seek counsel. Sometimes it's necessary to seek outwardly for advice, but one of the ways to determine whether or not it might be wise to listen to someone who is offering advice is to listen or look at their current situation, right? And whether or not they actually take their own advice, right? Whether or not they've been successful in that area where they're offering you advice, right? Whether or not there's someone that you believe to really have your best intention at heart are some things to think about. When you're seeking counsel, it's definitely seeking counsel for someone who is mature, who has been tried by the fire, and actually, you know, it's definitely someone that you know and trust and believe that are connected with the divine themselves. Because you want someone that's actually seeking a higher level of counsel themselves, right? They're not the end all be all, but they actually are tapped into a source, right, as well. But for the most part, you have the ability to tap directly into your source. I feel like is what Spirit is saying. And for someone, Spirit has already been talking, but it's a matter of if you're open to receive what's being said, the advice that's being given. Are you listening? Right? And so that may in fact be what needs to happen here. There's definitely lots of passion. This is definitely something I feel like Spirit is working in and through. This is something that has been destined to come together, I feel like, for whoever this is resonating for. It always was. And so that's one of the changes that's coming through with our dark agate from Brazil. And if you chose that stone, thank you so much for stopping by. resonate, please like, share, comment. If it applies to you, let me know. And be careful, right? We're out here making life decisions, and so it's important not only to listen, but be guided as well. Okay? All right. That was for you, my dark agate. And if you chose agate number 2 from Brazil, the cream caramel colored agate, let's find out. What changes are coming in right now on my cream color agate? So our reading number 1 was changes around love. Let's find out for our reading number 2, what changes are coming in right now. This one. And this one says courage. Courage. I don't know why I'm thinking of a Leo. Immediately, I know the Leo is represented with the lion many times in the tarot. But this card is reminding or causing circumstances to be developed as this change is coming in. It's causing you to be courageous and see your power in the world, right? This is our solar plexus chakra. Being courageous, believing in yourself, trusting in yourself. Understanding your abilities. So the lion, the mighty lion, let me say, is actually, again, it's in the tarot a symbol of Leo, but it's also a symbol of the sun. And as you notice, it's like brazen. It's like a golden color, a precious metal like gold, as well as the feminine aspect of power as well. As you'll see, the lion represented, or the cat represented in a lot of the Leo aspected tarot cards. The Queen of, or no, not the Queen of Swords, but the Sun may have a lion. The Strength may have a lion. Yeah. The lion is actually the second largest member of the cat family, and it actually thrives in the natural habitat of the jungles and like the savannas of Africa. And when a lion comes to mind, we usually think about great power and courage and this fierceness. We also think about danger, right? But ironically though, lions can actually be pretty passive and non-confrontational in reality, right? It actually relies on its size, its stealth, and its roar to keep its enemies in check, or to keep its enemies at bay. We might see like this comically portrayed in like the Cowardly Lion, right? And the Wizard of Oz, who discovered at the end of that story how much power he had, right? as he kind of challenged himself or rose to the occasion to protect his friends in that story and his family, right? But the energy of the solar plexus chakra is this energy of like the rising of something, rising of strength or power or, you know, courage of some kind. And that's a light that we all have within us. And we're all being asked in one way or another to be that light in the world to those around us as well. And the lion actually shows us that perfect balance between force and stillness, right? And I feel like this card arises here because there's something happening. There's changes happening that's reminding you of your inner strength and the courage that you possess. In some way or another, the world is challenging you at this time to remember your own importance and your strength in adversity. I feel for whoever this is talking to right now, you could be facing a test of strength and will. And you're being assured that you have all that you need, all the attributes to face this test that you're facing. If right now you feel a need to feel more courageous, imagine yourself as the lion and roar, right? If you need to, let yourself be known, take up space, let yourself be heard. Even if it's just on a trial basis, sometimes we need to just test it just to see how it works, right? Just test it out. I feel like the more you believe in yourself, the stronger you'll feel, right? And make sure that whatever it is that you are standing for and fighting for is worth it, right? Make sure it's a worthy cause. And make sure it's not just a battle of the ego. And make sure it's something that's worthy, like maybe possibly a test of commitment and really standing in your integrity, standing up for something that you believe, that you truly believe in. Because when it comes to the ego, sometimes that's not a worthy cause. Sometimes the ego can be our protective force that we have to keep in check. And when we find ourselves operating from the egoic self, then we have to remember to check in with what could be pride and what we really value and hold dear to our heart, right? Sometimes it's better to allow things to pass, right? Just making sure that we're filled with our own sense of purpose and it's not in vain, I feel is what Spirit is saying. Infuse that courage with humility and grace. But let's see what this is. There's some type of change taking place. I feel like that's positioning you to stand up courageously, either for yourself. It could also be something that you believe in. What is this, Spirit? What is my viewer being called to do here with this courage? We have the Judgment, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. And the King of Swords. And so, and the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom here. So I feel like this could definitely be something that you have already decided is worth your time, is worth your effort, because you're holding it up. And I feel like you've been holding this up. Even when it comes to taking the last little bit of your energy, you're holding it up. And so it's something definitely that you believe in, something that you've thought out clearly. Something you're willing to give, continue to give to as well. This is something that you believe in. What is this? Spirit, what is this here? This reading is referring to. What is this that my viewer is standing up for? This could be someone. Or it could be something as well. Yeah. It could be someone with the Empress, but it also could be something. It could be the principle of the matter, right? Could be a position, right? It could be someone testing your authority or your ability to create something. It could be someone challenging you in the way that you're doing something or how you believe about something, and you are being guided to stand up for yourself and allow yourself to be heard. Take up space, right? Sometimes there is no need to apologize, right? In this situation, I feel like whatever is happening, if someone is offended by something that you're doing, I'm getting the sense with this that there's no need to apologize. You have a right to take up space in this way. You can acknowledge the fact that, you know, what you do kind of shakes up things, if that's the case. But there's no need for apology, right? There's other ways to show that grace and compassion. Oh, I understand how you feel. Thank you for being patient with me and understanding how I feel as well. I feel like we both are equally very passionate about what we believe. Sometimes you have to just agree to disagree, and that's okay too. You know, it's that kind of energy. But it's definitely standing in your power courageously. Taking up space. See your power in the world. I feel like it's the way that you're doing something. It could also, again, be someone, but I feel more the energy of how you're doing something, right? Maybe very different. It may not be traditional, but it may be more bent towards creation and creativity and what you feel is naturally flowing, how it's naturally flowing from you, however you're doing it, right? It's been thought through. I don't get the energy like this is haphazard energy, like something just quickly put together and thrown out there. This is thought through. With the King of Swords here, you are dedicated to it with the Ten of Wands. And you've given your all with the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like you've put your heart into this with the Judgment. The Judgment says that you are very equipped, and the Hierophant, very equipped to do this. And so, yeah, this is a time like the lion would sometimes stand up and roar and allow the voice to be heard. This is the time to do that, not out of ego, but standing in your authority, in your power. This is not a time to cower down. I feel like there's a lot of changes taking place right now in the world in general. That's why I'm doing this reading. The first one was about love. I feel like the divine feminine and the divine masculine is being brought together to set a precedence, to set an example, to set a new wave of love and energy that's going to be amplified throughout the earth. In the same way, I feel like this is the same energy, different situation. But there's a need to stand, whatever this is. It's to stand in your truth and your power, right? The Hierophant is definitely very high integrous energy, right? As I said, this is not something that's just being thrown together. This is ordained. This is destined, right? This is on a master level. This is mastery. All right. And so how are you responding to this currently? How have you responded to this currently up to now? I feel like this is the message, to stand up courageously, but how have you handled the situation that you're facing? How have you handled this situation that you're facing? How have you handled this situation that you're facing? Ooh, I think you've handled it very well. Two of Pentacles. You balanced it out. The Six of Cups. The Tower. Like you have remained pretty balanced through it all. I don't feel like it has taken you out of your character. No matter what has happened, you've remained balanced. I don't think it's been easy, but I think you've remained in position. And justice, yeah. You've remained in position. You've held your integrity. You have remained mature about it and standing very soberly in your power, very balanced. I feel like you have taken all sides into consideration. And again, coming back, Spirit keeps bringing me back to you. This has not been done haphazardly. Like this is really something that is true, is authentic. It is actually fulfilling. I feel like it's fulfilling, allowing you to fulfill destiny energy. Whatever this is for you, keep doing it. Don't stop. This is not the time to stop. This is the time to kick in even harder. see what's in the advice for you. Stay encouraged. You are right where you need to be. And not only are you where you need to be, but you actually need to set your precedence, right? Stand and roar loudly. Take up space. Make yourself known. Okay? Just like the lion, right? We were talking about the lion, how it roars, not as a power statement, but it's just taking up space, right? The lion knows what it is, right? In relation to the other animals, it is the second biggest cat in the jungle, in the savanna, territories of Africa, and it knows it, right? Purpose-wise, there is a purpose behind everything that the lion is, and the lion must live up to that. So we have trust your wisdom and kindle love, right? Yeah. So anywhere where there's wisdom, I feel like there is a great deal of purpose, a great deal of, this operating out of a place where you belong. Wisdom says that, number one, you are not a novice. You are not somebody that is underqualified. Wisdom says that you have enough information, enough experience to know not only right from wrong, but to know how to operate, to know what to avoid, to know how to critically think, right? To know how to wait and see things out and allow things to prove themselves. Wisdom says that there is a level of integrity within yourself that you can depend on, right? Trust your wisdom, and then kindle love, right? And remember, we're not operating out of ego, but we're operating out of purpose. The Hierophant says there's something here that possibly a calling of some kind that you're operating in. There is a position that has been placed, a mantle that has been placed on your life, right? The Tower, it has not been easy. This is not a ferry ride. This is not a boat ride, or it hasn't been easy. I feel like for who I'm talking to, this is something that you could have cried many nights, holding place, holding space for this. It hasn't been easy. The Ten of Wands, it has not been easy carrying this. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, it's about love. Again, it comes back to love. There's a sense of caring here. It's almost like the energy of saying what needs to be said, but saying it out of love, saying it with love, right? How can you say you love somebody but refuse to tell them the truth? Refuse to tell them the error of their ways, that's causing hardship and difficulty and pain and agony, right? It's that kind of energy. Don't forget to love when it's all said and done. Okay? Don't forget the reason, right? There's a trusted position here. There is a believing that you are well and capable of operating with a sense of wisdom and integrity, right? You don't give power to fools because they would only ruin themselves with it. That energy. There's a sense of trusted. Being trusted. And so for whoever this is for, yeah, it's time to roar. Through this change that's coming in, it's positioning you to stand even more strongly in your place, in your position. Make your presence known, okay? And that's the reading. If you chose the caramel agate from Brazil, the slab, this reading was for you. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Letty. Letty Speaks is the channel, also known as Sunfire369, every step of the way. All right, like, share, comment. Until next time, if you want to schedule a reading, my calendar is below in the description box. If you feel led to donate, my links on how to do that is down in the description box as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new, make sure that you subscribe. If you are returning, thank you for coming back and allowing me to speak into your life, where I do not take it lightly. And with that being said, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Until next time, take care. As you navigate these changes coming in, take care.